Hi everyone. So let's discuss about the switch case statement in a Dart programming language. So now in a last video we have seen about the decision making. So this is another way of decision making statement in a Dart programming language. So we have used like a if, else. Now let's say your number of conditioning will increase. Let's say 30, 40, 50. So in that case, how many times will you write this else if kind of statement? You can even write another else if. So for that, some better mechanisms are available like a switch case statement. Let's take another example and let's try to understand how to write such kind of switch case statement. So let's say I have 10 choice, but for simplicity in this example, let's take a 4 choice. So rather than writing this else if kind of if statement, how to avoid this else if statement and put it those thing into switch kind of statement. So let's take one example. Let's say your examination grade will be something like A, B, C or D, or kind of invalid choice. So if you are A, that means you are a very excellent performer, or if you are a B, in that case I would say like you're a good performer, or if you are getting C, you are like a average performer, or D, kind of very much poor performer. So for all the 4 different grades, I have to take a different action. So we'll just print as a part of action. So let's create first a grade variable. Let's say the grade will be, let's say A. And after that we'll write like a switch case. So along with the switch case, we'll take this grade as an input. Okay, and here we'll write all those kind of choice. So it is like a switching mechanism. So whenever there is a, you take this action. When there is a B, take this action. If there is no valid choice, then also there is some default choice you need to put it. So let's use, let's say, first case. So case, let's say A, and then colon. So whenever the grade is A, I'll just print, let's say, excellent. Okay, same way for B, we'll define another C, D, and last we'll make it like a default choice. So for B, I would write like good performer. For C, let's make it average performer. So I'll just make it small case, and poor performer. Okay, still it's giving error in all the cases, because as soon as this particular case got executed, I have to write like a break, because we need to break from this loop. Okay, so for all those cases we need to write. And apart from that, after A, B, C and then D. So if the choice is not between A, B, C and D, then also we need to take one action. So let's take a default one, and I'll write like a print invalid. Okay. So what we have done here, we have defined one grade variable, and grade variable we are passing to such a kind of switch case statement. So whenever the grade is A, by default this particular portion of code will get executed, and it will just break this whole switch case statement. If it is a B, this part will be printed, and this after that the whole switch case statement will be break. If there is no valid choice, it will print like an invalid. So let me just run it. So you can see, okay, the earlier code also running, so it's excellent. Now let me just change it to, let's say, C. So C in our case is like an average performer, so it's average. D is poor, so let me just run it. So it's a poor. Now if I give, let's say, E, so it's an invalid choice. So in this way, instead of writing all those else if kind of statement, you can go ahead with such a kind of switch case statement, and for each individual choice of this particular variable, take different action based on your requirement. Okay, so that is all about the switch case statement. From the next video, we'll see about the looping mechanism in a Dart programming language.